What's up, everybody? Welcome to Snyder's Inc. And today, oh boy, we got an interesting one. We got part 2 of the creepiest videos thing that Slap Ham did. We always saw me react to part 1 on Saturday. It's Monday, and we're gonna do part 2. This one's gonna be a bit long too, because this one is an hour and 16 minutes. But that's okay, because that's what we gotta do sometimes, you know. Go do some compilations, and I enjoy doing them. So why not? So I think we need to get going on this. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. Let's go.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. You're watching part 2 of the scariest videos of 2021. If you missed our part 1, there's a link in the description box below and it's pinned in the comments. If you didn't, then sit back, relax and enjoy. A Reddit user named Edik Dulak posted a video to our Slapped Ham subreddit that seems to show some eerie activity happening in their kitchen.
Okay.
He says that not too long ago he started to hear some strange sounds coming from his kitchen late at night while in bed, which understandably freaked him out. But one night he finally decided that enough was enough, so he set up a video camera in his kitchen. It was set to record throughout the day while he was at work. This is what he captured.
Oh, hell no.
As you can see, the uploader's kitchen cabinets appear to be opening all by themselves.
Oh no.
At one point, one of the shelves within the cabinet starts to vibrate up and down.
Oh, hell nah, bro. Oh, hell nah. Nope. I'm moving out of that house. Nope. Yep. Not dealing with that. Don't want no damn ghost. Nope. I won't even know. You got ghosts? Oh, no. I don't want no cabinet shaking him out. That happened here. I'll be out. I'll be going in a minute. Nope, not doing it. Not doing it. Nope. Dude, I got brains. I ain't doing that stuff. Nope. I don't care about content or anything. No, I'm saving my life. Everybody else can go to hell.
Towards the end of the video, there are also some noticeable EVPs present. Many commenters agree that this footage is unsettling to watch, and is definitely one of the most realistic pieces of poltergeist activity they've seen.
The fact that nothing broke or spilt on that is bizarre, shocking to me. Cause like this glass jar right here is just waiting to break.
So what do you think? Is the uploader actually experiencing paranormal activity right in his own home? Or is it all just a cleverly executed hoax?
I wouldn't know how he do the shaking of a thing, cause that looks like something that's just willing to, like, if you mess up, it's gonna break. So I wouldn't know how he do that. So I'm gonna say he probably has ghosts and he needs to move out of the house.
Let me know your take on it in the comments section down below.
Oh.
I'm sorry, that was really random, but I had to see what that was. It caught me off guard.
TikTok user Legendario177 has shared a small clip that has some people believing that a shapeshifter's been caught on camera.
Excuse me?
In the clip, we see a car driving quickly down a narrow street. Watch what happens. Initially, it looks like a large grey animal is trailing behind the car. It looks as though the animal suddenly transforms into a man who walks casually away from the street, completely unfazed.
I don't think that's what that is, but that looked really weird. So it's not a shapeshifter, but I don't know what that is. What? Oh, I'm not sure what happened to that dude that made him do that.
However, if you watch the clip a couple more times, you'll begin to see what's really happening. It seems that a man actually bails out of the car at speed. He hits the ground and manages to recover almost perfectly. He stands up and nonchalantly leaves the scene.
Why do you need to jump out of that car? What the hell is going on to make him jump out of that car?
Now, if you watch the very end of the clip, a car arrives in the top left-hand corner of the shot. It looks to have flashing lights on its roof, as though it's security or perhaps the police. So did we just
Oh, okay, so a guy jumped out of a car to get away from police. Alright.
witness one of the most epic and smoothly executed getaways ever caught on camera? It would appear so.
Smooth.
TikToker Diego Spickers seems to be experiencing a haunting of a potential ghostly girl right in his own home. In the first video, we see the TikToker showing us a child's playhouse that he has in his home. And as you'll see, there seems to be something very wrong with it. Watch.
Es re lindo, tiene ventanita y todo, pille. ¿Qué es esa mierda? Uy, no.
Hold on. I want to go back. Please.
Es re lindo, tiene ventanita y todo, pille.
There was no cut, no nothing.
¿Qué es esa mierda?
I'm walking on camera work, so there's a chance this might have affected him. I don't know how the hell to do that. That would freak the shit out of me.
No,
When we first see the playhouse, there appears to be nothing in there.
para nada, weón.
He then looks through the window on the side, and now
That's what makes this, like, if this is faked, really well done, is because he does it so quickly and moves back there. So, like, how do you...
there seems to be something inside of it. We can see a blanket that appears to be covering someone, perhaps a small child. The TikToker moves back to the entrance, though the blanketed child is no longer there.
No.
How come when he enters it, I don't see the window, huh?
Is no longer there.
No.
It must just be the way his camera thinks. I was like, I don't see that window at all.
Diego uploaded a picture to his Instagram account, Spickers. Here we can see the child's playhouse again, except this time the creepy sighting is right.
Oh, hell no, bro. Oh, hell, this guy looked out the window too, and we saw he was very hot. That is not a person sitting there. Oh, hell no, you better get your ass up out of that house. Don't you be playing with this thing right now. Don't you put no child in this thing. This is how the child is sunken into the abyss. Don't you put no child in this, boy.
Right outside the window. Here we can see what appears to be a small girl peering inside. At first, it looks like a normal enough picture, but the following TikTok video gives a little more context. In this clip, the TikToker proves that he lives a few floors up from the ground, meaning this girl couldn't have been standing and looking in the window.
Fuera de la ventana. Es falso que yo vivo en un primer piso.
He also shows us that he doesn't have a balcony, suggesting that the little girl could indeed be a ghost.
Muy lógico.
Also, if we watch that clip again more...
Oh, hell no. I just noticed as he walked by. Oh, no, no. No. No, get out of that house. Get your child now out of that house.
closely as he walks into the room, you can see a face in the window. But as we see, the homeowner lives several floors up, making it impossible for someone to be outside the window.
No es así, miren. Yo vivo en un quinto piso. Sería algo ilógico.
In the final video, the TikToker is sitting in his living room watching some TV when something super unsettling happens.
Watches something to do with Rick and Morty.
Watch.
¿Es el cuarto? Sí, hágale, hágale. ¡Uy, marica, venga! ¡Piscinero, rápido! ¡Marica, perro, lo grabé!
Oh, hell no. Get your ass up out of that house, boys. Get your ass up out of that house. That ain't nope.
We can see what looks to be a child's hand pushing the door open on the cabinet just under the TV. The man rushes forward, but there's nothing there.
Oh.
¿Es el cuarto? Sí, hágale, hágale. ¡Uy, marica, venga! ¡Piscinero, rápido! ¡Marica, perro, lo grabé!
There's a lot in these clips to suggest that there's something way more sinister going on here. How could the girl be looking through the window without any support? And how could the hand have disappeared from the cabinet so quickly?
Marica, perro, lo grabé!
I'd love to hear your theories on this one in the comment section down below.
Es re lindo, tiene ventanita y todo, pille. ¿Qué es esa mierda? Uy, no.
This final clip shows something truly unsettling, captured by a security team in an unknown location.
Okay.
The security guards were alerted when they spotted a strange person on one of their cameras. It was a small, dark figure standing in the middle of the yard. They dispatched officers to investigate. Watch what they captured. As you can see, the guards search the area but claim they can't see anyone nearby. But there, clear as day, is a strange figure standing right next to them. The small, child-sized figure is seen standing between the guards for the duration of the clip. Whatever it is, it remains remarkably still as the men continue to search the area. It's clear
Oh my god, it's walking. They're walking through it. Oh, hell no. Nope. Nope.
from the footage that the men don't see the person at all.
No, they go through it.
Instead, they spin around, shining their flashlights all over the area. At multiple points, the guards seem to fix their flashlights on the exact spot in which the person's standing. The light appears to almost go through the entity without illuminating it for the guards. Although I don't speak Spanish, it appears as though the guards are communicating with the other officers in the control room, who can see the figure on screen.
Why do they all sound the most demonic things you've ever heard? They don't need to sound demonic, you know. Like, what the hell?
Even more shocking, the guards almost appear to move straight through the shape at some points in the clip.
Yes.
Still, the figure is unfazed and the guards don't react to its presence.
Yes.
Even the most hardened skeptics will likely scratch their heads over the physics of this one. Given that the guards are searching the area and communicating with the control room at the same time, while the figure can be seen on screen, leaves this piece of footage truly in the realm of the paranormal, and will likely remain a mystery for many years to come.
That would confuse me as our security guard. If I came back to control, they're like, look, and there's like a person there. I'm like, we would, what? Huh? What?
This eerie photo was submitted to us on our Slaptam subreddit by Amy D. In 2019, Amy was visiting family and taking some snaps for keepsakes. They took a series of group photos and thought nothing of it. However, when they reviewed the pics, they were confused to say the least. In the first photo, nothing out of the ordinary can be seen, 4 women posing for the camera. However, in the second shot, there appears to be a transparent dog in the foreground. It's black with no discernible features. You can even make out one of the lady's legs through the figure. Then, a split second later in the third snap, the dog is gone. Amy says that her aunt had a Rottweiler named Brutus who passed away a few years ago. The family believes that this is Brutus coming to see the family one last time. There's definitely something strange about the dog's figure, and the fact that it didn't show up in any of the other photos taken just split seconds apart certainly does make you wonder whether this is Brutus, appearing to say goodbye to his much-loved family. Lots of creepy things can happen in hospitals, which see more than their fair share of suffering and death. Does this video from Instagrammer Successos Inexplicables show something paranormal? The footage was recorded on a security camera in the hallway of a hospital. The hall is empty except for a stretcher covered in a starched white sheet. Everything is still until a man wearing a face mask enters the hallway to sweep up a spot on the floor. What the man doesn't notice is that behind him something quite eerie is taking place.
Oh.
The man appears spooked when he turns.
No. No. Mm-mm. Oh, that gave me some weird chills. Oh my god. That's some freaky shit right there. I don't want to deal with that. Nope. 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 I'm good. I'm good. Don't want nothing to do with that. Nope. I'm good.
Turns around and notices the stretcher moving. Some viewers have noticed the casual walkaway could be evidence that the video is a hoax. They think perhaps the stretcher was being moved via remote control, either by the man himself or an off-camera accomplice. However, other viewers are certain that this video shows real evidence of paranormal activity.
I'm gonna say fake, probably. 'Cause yeah, the guy's demeanor is bizarre. Most likely just trying to casually walk it off.
So is this a hoax or the real deal?
Hoax.
Watch closely again and judge for yourself. Freddie Matute was working his shift as a security guard in the La Isla shopping centre in Bucaramanga, Colombia, on a day that would turn out to be like no other. As Freddie scrolled through his phone, his workmate, Joaquin Antonio Rueda, known as Chavo, arrived, and the friends greeted each other with a fist bump. It had been a couple of days since the colleagues had seen each other, so they briefly chatted about each other's lives and about a mutual friend who also worked at the centre. After another fist bump and a thumbs up, Chavo began his work cleaning the stairs, and Freddie looked back to his phone. At least, that's what Freddie thought had happened, but the security footage tells a different, more chilling story. A fellow security guard had been monitoring the cameras and had noticed Freddie behaving strangely. Confused, the guard texted Freddie to ask who he was talking to. "With Chavo, didn't you see?" Freddie responded. "No," the guard replied, "there was no one there, and they've just told us that Chavo died 2 days ago." In the security video uploaded to Instagram by Kismes Kilaros, we can clearly see Freddie behaving as if a person was right in front of him. Moments after the second fist bump, we can also see the moment Freddie received the text message informing him of his friend's death. He sits up straight, obviously startled, before leaping from his chair, looking around confusedly and leaving the room in fright.
He's just like, hold on, man, I gotta go. I love he went the direction that he thought the guy did. He probably just, I'm gonna go, hold on, man. I'm seeing, no, that's not possible. Walked over, I went looking, and then when he didn't see me, he's like, oh my god, that's some, you gonna need some therapy after that. You talk to someone, you think's actually there, and they're like, yeah, you're just talking to a ghost. I bet, what? No, I'll be getting some therapy. I'd be so baffled, confused. I would, no, that would freak me up. That would freak me up.
After the incident, Freddie underwent physical and psychiatric examinations that confirmed he was not suffering from any ailments that might have caused him to hallucinate. So do you believe this footage truly captured a conversation with the ghost of a dead colleague? Let me know down below.
It's the, if he didn't have the reaction after looking back at his phone, I would have thought maybe fake. But he's quick, look up, and get out of that room, and probably head to see if he saw what he actually saw. Makes me believe it more.
This next clip seems to show something you'd expect to see in a superhero movie. A man summoning a tornado out of thin air.
Excuse me?
While it may sound hard to believe, skeptics will have a hard time disproving it after watching the clip. Take a look. This seemingly impossible event is captured.
Oh no, this is, what? That's not real. That can't be real. I don't know how to explain it, but that's not real.
By a security camera overlooking a skate park. If we watch it again, the man stands still for a moment. He raises his arms out wide as a small but visible cyclone forms where he stands. While others panic and move away, the man moves slowly, giving the viewers the impression he's not at all worried about the strong winds. Debris and other objects nearby seem to be impacted by the strong winds as the man walks around the small area. It then looks like he goes into a nearby building and the wind moves with him. Though he's no longer visible, the winds continue to focus on the building, working away at it until a portion of the roof is blown clear off. Although it seems impossible, the small cyclone appears to have moved with the man. The man's strange stance and calm demeanour seem to suggest the winds were somehow being controlled by him. Although this sort of power should be impossible outside of the world of fiction, this clip begs viewers to reconsider just what is truly possible in this world.
I'm not questioning it because I still think it's fake.
Love to hear your opinions on what's going on in this mysterious footage in the comments section below.
I've never felt so close to the possibility of disclosure. The Nephilim, the giants.
Most of us are pretty accustomed to ordering taxis or lifts through ride-sharing apps that take us where we want to go. But have you ever seen a ghost catch a ride? In this video from a parking lot security camera posted to TikTok by Jose Cavazzoni, not one but 4 spirits appear to enter a waiting car.
Oh, hell no.
A man can be seen getting into and turning on his car. The headlights flash on and he seems to begin driving away before abruptly stopping. Watch what happens next. The video captures the moment a dark figure.
I'm trying to figure this one out because I wonder why he stopped for.
Enters from the left of screen. It doesn't take too long to notice that this is no ordinary person. In fact, we can see right through them. The figure approaches the left side of the car and seems to enter or walk right through it. It's not long before 3 more figures approach from 3 directions in front of the car, and similarly appear to enter it. Throughout the experience, the driver appears to move around in his seat as if restless or nervous. The limbs, proportions, and clothing of the figures are all undeniable.
I have a feeling this guy is having a freaking panic attack. If this is actually real, this guy's having a panic attack. This guy is losing his freaking mind right now, because there's no other way that's what literally any human being would do. They lose their mind. They will not act calm in a situation.
Undeniably human-like. One of the figures looks distinctly female, clothed in a long dark dress, while the figure behind her is possibly wearing a suit. If I had to take a guess, I'd say the clothing looks relatively modern, as opposed to the old-fashioned attire often seen on ghosts. So what do you make of the figures in this video? Love to hear your theories in the comments section below. Old buildings with their long, rich histories are the perfect settings for paranormal activity. In this video, shared to our Slaptam subreddit by Old Ghost Hunter, we get an exclusive look at some bizarre happenings inside the walls of a long-abandoned French mansion.
Okay.
The person who shared the footage states that the owners want to keep the site of the mansion anonymous, but provides us with some information about the area. The mansion was built in the 19th century by wealthy factory owners. The history of the house reveals nothing particularly chilling, though a few people have died within the home, but that's to be expected of any old building. There's been no paranormal activity recorded in the building until 2009, when CCTV cameras were installed in the interior to search for an explanation for the building's rapid degradation. The cause quickly becomes apparent when you watch the footage recorded by the cameras.
Wait, if this is a clip from 2009, why is this just being present now? You tell me nobody's touched this at all for 12 years? What? Oh, hell no. Oh no, chair's moving. Nope. Oh, nope, get out. I'm good. Nope, there's some ghosts in here. There's some ghosts in this place, and I don't like it.
As you can see, all of the chairs on the left side of the room burst into the air. The half-dozen chairs fly across the room and crash to the ground several feet away. The room is clearly empty and has been for some time, so there's no obvious explanation for how the chairs suddenly soar into the air. Most viewers who have seen the footage have jumped to the conclusion that this is the work of a poltergeist, a type of spirit that's said to be able to interact directly with objects in the physical world.
I buy it, yep. That's the only explanation I got, so yep.
The mansion has been torn down in the years since this footage was recorded, and a supermarket now sits on the property. So that means all we can do is marvel at this footage and speculate as to the real cause of such intense activity.
Well, if there was a thing, I guarantee you they're haunting that damn supermarket.
Unfortunately, most UFO footage tends to be blurry and shaky, making the videos hard to decipher and believe. As such, 99% of UFO videos tend to be disregarded and left behind. Fortunately, one Redditor, Udalali1, managed to capture a clear shot of something very suspicious in the sky that's turning many skeptics into believers. The Reddit footage, shot late one evening in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, shows viewers a street at nighttime. In the sky in the background, you can see a perfect triangular formation of 3 lights. The set of lights seem to fly slowly upward in the air, and eventually out of sight. Other Redditors were
This seems connected to the one they did before, where they wanted to do a part 1 which just has something like this.
completely blown away by this footage, believing that this is rare proof of something strange happening in our skies. The video's original poster said that he couldn't make out any aircraft in particular, but believed the lights might be independent of each other. In this case, each light could represent a tiny aircraft.
No, because I could sort of make out something there.
Others, however, were sure that they could faintly make out the outline of one big spacecraft.
Yeah. I can make out the outline of a big one.
One Redditor suggested the idea that this could be a set of spy satellites belonging to the US military, set to overwatch activity below. These satellites have been spotted before by others, especially in the New York City area. So could this formation indeed be a set of satellites that are watching the city as it reopens for the summer? Give this video another watch and judge for yourself, and then let me know what you think in the comments section down below. A bizarre YouTube video uploaded by Dmitry Rudakov has left many viewers questioning whether aliens really do exist.
Okay.
In May 2021, residents of Moscow were witness to a strange phenomenon taking place in the sky. One onlooker took out their camera to record the event for all to see. In the clip, we can see something black floating in the sky. Upon closer inspection, the object seems to be a very small, dark figure resembling a human.
It's the Grim Reaper. It's death. He's coming for all of your asses.
Specifically, it seems to have a small head and little legs.
Grim Reaper, man.
The camera operator zooms out, showing just how tiny the object is amid a backdrop of the sky. After a few moments, the camera zooms back in, where we can see that the strange figure remains completely still, hovering above the city below. What makes this event even creepier is that similar sightings have been taking place all around the world. This footage here, uploaded by Secure Team 10, shows an almost identical object floating in the sky in Denver back in 2016. Again, it looks like a small humanoid figure drifting through the air.
That one don't look like Grim Reaper, but I'm gonna still say it's Grim Reaper.
As you can see.
Then in Vancouver in May 2021, another sighting, uploaded to Reddit by Fargalicious.
How would they notice that, though? That's what's curious in my brain. I'm confused on how they would notice that, like, these things there.
One theory is that the objects are deflated mylar balloons. One Redditor, going by the username Ferocis, uploaded a photo he took showing one of the balloons. The size and shape does resemble the objects spotted in the other accounts. So are witnesses all around the world just seeing mylar balloons, or is there something else going on here?
But it could be balloons. Most likely balloons.
Many witnesses believe the sightings have something to do with the Pentagon report regarding unknown flying objects spotted by the US military. But what do you think? Love to hear your take on this in the comments section below.
Hello, darling. It's me, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and I'm coming to Shudder. Don't miss my...
Good for you. Love to be sponsored by Shudder, but, you know, non-point.
The following video was posted to TikTok by an account called TieNice125. It was
Oh, it's the school one. I know this one.
filmed by a security guard that works at a school somewhere in the Philippines. Throughout the video, the security guard walks around the schoolyard premises, looking a little bit on edge. As he walks around the school, it doesn't take long for some truly unsettling things to occur. Take a look.
Ano? Yan. Yun guys, oh. Yung kita niyo yung mga bangko. Guys. Yan. Walang tao dyan guys, ha. Tapos yung...
As you can see, the chairs in the classroom begin to move.
Guys, oh. Guys.
I'm not gonna react much to this particular video because I've seen it so many times. All I can say is I have no explanation for it.
Kita niyo. So, grabe yung...
The longer the guard films, the more intense the activity becomes.
Dito guys, sobra.
Before long, a mass of chairs and tables push themselves towards the door to the room.
So yan guys, oh. Guys. Woo! Lord. Guys.
The security guard's reaction definitely seems quite genuine. His facial expressions, accompanied by his body language, all seem to depict the fact that he's quite freaked out about what's going on and has no idea what's actually happening.
Okay. Kita niyo. So, grabe yung...
The video is quite recent, so there's not much information released regarding the video or the security guard that filmed the encounter. Here's to hoping that this man will no longer have any more terrifying nights at this eerie old school.
Guys. Woo! Lord. Guys. So...
Abnormalities in reality, glitches in the matrix, gaps in time. These suggestions are given when events happen that don't seem to match how the world really goes. Of course, some believe that clever camera work and editing are to blame for these strange occurrences caught on film. Redditor EMD416 shared a video to our subreddit that shows something odd taking place. Viewers can see security camera footage of a large fenced-in area outside at nighttime. The Redditor's dog stands in front of the fence looking intently at something we can't see. 10 seconds into the video, something truly eerie happens. Watch.
Oh hell no, you edited that. That's edited. That's fake. No, I ain't buying that. That's fake. Fake.
As you can clearly see, the dog suddenly vanishes from sight. For a further 45 seconds, nothing happens, until, all of a sudden, the dog appears on the other side of the fence at the edge of the street.
What the f***?
Had the dog witnessed something supernatural across the fence? After
Fake.
all, animals are said to be able to see things beyond what humans can detect. Some viewers insisted that the dog was abducted by aliens. More level-headed theories suggested that there was a cut in the footage, perhaps a glitch of some kind. If you watch the clip closely, just as the dog disappears, car headlights pop up down the road. Replaying this sequence over, it does look like there's a cut or glitch in the film. Perhaps the security system morphed several pieces of footage together, making it seem as though the dog dematerialized. So what do you think? Aliens, glitch, or something else entirely? Watch the footage again and
Glitch or fake?
decide for
Okay, glitch or edited?
yourself.
What the f***?
YouTube channel Paranormies is quickly becoming one of the best paranormal investigation channels on the site.
Oh, don't you ever go to a cabin in the woods. They're just asking for trouble. Don't go to that. That's stupid.
often travel to abandoned properties and other allegedly haunted locations looking for evidence of the paranormal. And more often than not, they catch things on camera that aren't easily explained. In this episode, they travel to a remote cabin deep in the Canadian wilderness. The Paranormies team were tipped off.
Oh, hell no, they're in Canada. I need to meet these people. Need to meet them. You can contact me any way you can. Just comment something. I don't care. I want to meet these people.
About the property when an eerie trail cam photo was posted to Instagram. Take a look.
We first became aware of Thomas and his cabin after he posted an eerie trail cam image on Instagram. The post has since been deleted, but a screenshot shows what appears to be a ghostly little girl in the middle of the woods near the cabin.
Lead investigator Jordan recounts some eerie incidents that have happened to guests while staying at the cabin.
An ex-girlfriend of his who he brought to the cabin had to leave in the middle of the night after having the worst night terror of her life and didn't feel safe in the cabin. During a...
So it wasn't just the guy's fault? I said that and then instantly regret it because I was horrible at that stuff. I'm just, I got through all theories. Feels unsafe in a place with an ex-boyfriend. Just,
a hunting
might not just be like, oh, she's not wanting to be around.
Trip with his hunting buddies. After retiring to their rooms for the night, one friend was woken by a loud noise in the upstairs bedroom where he was sleeping. After sitting up in bed, he saw an apparition standing at the edge of his bed, which quickly dissipated into nothingness.
The team investigated the history of the cabin, which has been owned by the one family for decades. They discovered that the current owner's great aunt used to practice witchcraft inside the cabin.
Well, that's stupid. Why would you keep that place then? Just fucking destroy it and make a new one. That should be. I don't care how old it is. It's bad some witchcraft. There's some shit going on here, and I don't want no part of it.
Knowing the eerie history and having heard the first-hand accounts of alleged hauntings in the cabin, the Paranormies team decide to stay the night and investigate the property for themselves. They set up cameras and special equipment around the cabin in the hopes of capturing evidence of the strange goings-on.
Maybe some of you are still attached to this building. That's what we've heard.
Things begin to get weird when the team hears a knock at the front door.
Whoa.
This door or that door?
It's this back door, yeah, with this door. Hello? Radio.
Oh, this is a sheet of it.
A short while later, the activity seems to increase.
Soul.
Okay, that's what I saw. That's what it was. Also, they just said soul.
Revive it.
What was that?
You f***ing heard that.
I did. I was wondering what the hell it was.
What's going on, dude? Violence!
Violence?
Oh, hell no. Ghost just said violence. Ghost just told these people how she gonna deal with this problem of them. Go do some violence. Get out of there, boys.
Then one of their REM pods goes off as one of the team members begins to feel unwell.
I got a bad feeling in here, dude. There it goes. Just as I said that. Right there. I gotta get out of here, man.
While investigating upstairs at the cabin, more strange movement is caught on camera.
I probably shouldn't have came here in the first place, right?
Oh my god.
Chair's
Okay.
rocking. Chair's rocking. Get out. Get out. Get out. Run away. Run for your life. Go bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Oh my god, I'm having a panic attack here.
As you can see, the rocking chair begins to move, seemingly all on its own.
Oh my god. Okay.
There's another eerie detail about this chair. Earlier in the episode, at around the 8:14 mark, you can actually see that this rocking chair is on the
Oh. Oh, it's there and it was there. Oh, no.
other side of the room. The team didn't touch it at all, yet somehow it's now on the opposite side of the room later in the night.
I probably shouldn't have came here in the first place, right?
Oh my god.
Unless they did this live, there is a chance they could have moved the chair, but that is nothing compared to actually it moving.
Okay.
As the evening progresses, the team decides to use a Ouija board to try and make contact with whatever's residing inside the cabin.
Stupid.
Watch what happens.
Are you good or are you bad?
Oh!
God! Holy shit. Okay. Oh. I don't even know.
Did something just roll all the way from that way, all the way over there? I swear I saw something roll.
Who is that?
As the investigation comes to a close, there's one final unsettling event. Watch.
Hi. Okay. I was a knock at the door.
We gotta check that. Okay, Mary, can you say goodbye?
Again. Okay, goodbye. No.
Mary, we have to say goodbye now, okay?
I'll just put it away. Goodbye. Just
Okay.
put it there.
Okay. Oh,
Goodbye.
goodbye.
So what's going on in this cabin, and just who is the mysterious child captured on the trail cam on a cold winter's night? Given the history of the property, the fact that the owner's great aunt used to practice witchcraft in the cabin, it would seem it conjured some kind of inexplicable force that may be still lingering even today.
Yeah, we want some violence, and then they gonna pay what they paid with violence.
The Paranormies have a part 2 to this investigation up on their channel now. I highly recommend you check it out, support their content, give them a thumbs up and subscribe, it's well worth a look. There's a link to their channel in the description box below.
Oh my god!
What do you see?
Holy f***, I thought I saw a shadow. This... Holy f***, I thought I saw a shadow.
YouTube channel Ethereal Sisters Paranormal is a place where viewers can find fascinating paranormal videos. According to these YouTubers, this footage is the most startling spiritual encounter they've ever personally experienced. Peter, the lead investigator of the group, emailed this footage directly to us. It's an investigation of the notorious York Cemetery in Western Australia. On a previous visit to the cemetery, Peter felt a heavy dark presence charge at her, so much so that she thought it was a kangaroo leaping at her. But when she looked around, there was nothing there. It's this incident that spurred on the investigation we're about to show. During the tour of the property, they attempted to use a spirit box to
I apologize for doing that. I just want to see how long I've been recording for so far.
communicate with any spirits that might be lingering in the area.
Does anyone know where Charles Callahan is?
I just heard the goat thing say, "Who is it? It's your name."
Just after something talking through the spirit box seems to say, "Wow," a strange white mist floats up in front of the camera.
I'd love to talk to you. Wow, did you hear that? Did you
camera also captures a strange phenomenon around the edge of one of the headstones, a mysterious sparkling light that doesn't seem to have an external cause.
I saw something then.
This strange, glittering anomaly has led the Ethereal Sisters to nickname the entity Mr. Sparkles. The spirit box continues to talk. The investigators believe they hear the word run at one point. Watch what happens. As you can see, a white mist blows through the tombstones, resembling a spirit running past. A closer, slow-motion view shows the mist seems to sparkle as it moves in the dim light. Peter had the footage analysed by several well-known paranormal investigators, including Greg Ludwig, author of the upcoming supernatural book Night at the Haunted Museum. After analysing the footage, frame by frame, the strange sparkling anomaly remains a complete mystery. Though this particular cemetery doesn't have any well-known ghost stories surrounding it, the nearby Old York Hospital is another matter. It's thought to be one of the most haunted places in Australia. It isn't unlikely that some of the deceased patients from the nearby hospital found their final resting places in the York Cemetery.
Possible.
Who knows what strange things could be happening there after dark. Many paranormal experts believe that children can see things that adults can't. According to this TikTok from Ashley is a Mexican, that might...
Oh, well, one, that's a really bizarre hashtag, just saying. But I know this one. This one's really... this one's just weird.
...indeed be the case. In this...
I'm not going to say anything until after he's done the full thing, but this is just weird.
In this video, a young mother takes out her camera and begins recording when her toddler son makes some startling statements while strapped into his car seat. Specifically, he points to a tree just outside and says there's a girl in the tree.
Up there.
You can see somebody?
Yeah.
Are you sure? I don't see anybody, honey.
I see a girl.
You see a girl?
Yeah.
Upon further questioning, he adds that the girl is dead.
What's she doing?
They tell me. It's Dad.
The boy's mother, clearly concerned, pans the camera to the tree to show that there's nothing there. No animals, no trash, and definitely no dead people.
I don't think there's a dead girl in the tree, baby. There's nothing in the tree.
Despite the evidence to the contrary, the boy insists that he can see a dead girl in the tree. According to the video's caption, the boy later added that the girl was tied to the tree, but she's still dead.
It's not yet, but it's still Dad.
Oh.
It isn't unusual for kids to say strange things. Most children...
I don't know why, but here, I had to stop here because this one, they enter my brain. This kid saying she's dead is the most bone-chilling thing I've ever heard, because it's just, like, a child doesn't just say that.
Children have overactive imaginations, often resulting in imaginary friends. At least parents assume that they're imaginary, rather than contemplate the possibility that their child is seeing a ghost. The fact that the boy in this video insists that the girl he sees is dead is certainly alarming, even though he describes her with curiosity rather than fear. Did this young boy see a ghost in the tree that day, or was he making up a story to try and terrify his mother? Either way, his matter-of-fact description of a dead girl strung up in a tree is certainly alarming.
Yes, it is. I completely agree. And if he made it up to scare his mother, really bizarre thing for a kid to do.
They tell me. It's Dad.
Oh.
It's Dad.
In April 2021, an owner of a homestead in Birch Bay, Washington, captured something truly mysterious on one of his trail cams. He uploaded the footage to his YouTube channel, Jimmy B Trail Cams, for all to see.
What is what?
Take a look.
Oh. Oh.
Captured just before 9 p.m. on
Well, you got some edited footage of a freaking Bigfoot. Good job. I mean, that's not real. Sorry, but it's not. Camera quality is really shite. But it's also, even if it's real, it's like really cool looking footage though.
one of the trail cams placed deep in the woods, we can see a large figure walk from left to right. Whatever it is, its enormous stature becomes apparent when it lumbers behind a row of trees. Eerily, just a few weeks later in May, 4 trail cams placed around the property went missing. Some viewers speculated that it might just be a hunter in a ghillie suit and that they spotted the trail cams dotted around the property and decided to steal them. Others thought the footage was just a hoax. However, all the other trail cam footage uploaded to the channel features well-known wildlife like deer and foxes. There's nothing to suggest that this property owner is into pulling pranks. So what do you make of this strange sighting? Could it really be the legendary Bigfoot? Let me know your take on this down below. TikToker Lenaroy Kangi uploaded this weird piece of CCTV footage and it's been creeping people out ever since. Check out the spooky capture for yourself.
Kung inyo mapapansin, may isang lalaking nakaitim na naglalakad. Pagmasdan mabuti kung ano ang mangyayari sa kanya.
We can see what appears to be the body of a man strolling.
Is this supposed to be a body of a man? A man's carrying his head. Is that what I'm supposed to get from the vibe of this?
Down the street with no head.
May isang lalaking nakaitim na naglalakad.
Oh, he has his head. It's just in his hand.
Pagmasdan mabuti kung ano ang mangyayari sa kanya.
Weirdly, the man then seems to vanish before a truck drives down the road from the opposite direction. In cases of missing body parts, people often cite wonky security cameras or glitches as the cause. In this case, the man's body is very clearly defined while there's no blurriness where his head should be. The blurriness often seen in these sorts of situations are typically associated with low compression rates. As such, it makes it less likely that it's simply a case of a faulty camera, and more likely a case of something a little spookier.
Who knows what it is, but fake.
For most, a home means shelter and rest from the outside world, a place where we can fully relax from our pending responsibilities. This is not the case for YouTuber Sabia L, an apartment renter in the Netherlands. Her home recently became a place where relaxing has become downright impossible. Instead, all she feels is terror. The first video the YouTuber shared to the site shows several instances of possible paranormal activity. In the clip,
oh, I think I've seen this one. Oh god, there's gonna be a part where I get freaking terrified, I know it.
Sabia L shows us her kitchen before moving to her living room. Suddenly, there's a banging sound, and the YouTuber pans the camera up. We can see the ceiling lamp eerily swinging back and forth, all on its own.
Oh! Lights doesn't go out.
Soon after, the kitchen lights begin to flicker on and off.
Oh, nope, don't want that.
The YouTuber slowly walks back into the kitchen, and we can now see that all the cupboards and drawer doors have been opened. She then leaves the kitchen, walking back towards the living room. There's another banging sound from the kitchen, and she whips the camera around. This is where something truly eerie is caught on camera. Take a look.
Oh!
If we take...
Oh no. No, please, no. Don't Don't. No. 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 I know. Oh, God. Oh, no. I piss myself. I'm gonna be on. I'd be scared as shit. I'd be scared as shit. I don't want nothing to do with that. No. No. I'm good. No. No, I couldn't handle that. I couldn't handle that. If I saw that, I'd be running for my life. I'd be.
Take another look, you can see a terrifying black shadow peeking out from behind the kitchen entrance.
Oh, God, that's terrifying.
In the second video, we're back in the YouTuber's living room. For the first 30 seconds or so, nothing out of the ordinary happens. Until suddenly, the ceiling light begins to swing. "30 seconds after this, the curtains in the living room begin to move all on their own.
Oh, no. Oh.
Moments later, the YouTuber turns the camera to the kitchen. Watch what happens.
Oh, no. Oh, no. You're in a haunted house. Get out of that apartment. Please get out of that apartment. Oh, my God. Oh. Yeah.
As you can see, a bottle is suddenly thrown into the living room. The uploader walks straight into the kitchen, but there's no one there. She walks around making sure the doors to the apartment are locked, proving no one could have snuck in or out during the clip.
What the...
The videos have been viewed by thousands of people, causing a stir in the paranormal community. Many viewers believe in the authenticity of the video.
It's haunted, bro. It's haunted. You got haunted. You got haunted shit.
Hoping that the YouTuber is finding a way to deal with the paranormal presences, or even encouraging her to move into a new home.
That's what I suggest. Get out of there.
A common suggestion by many has been that the apartment get blessed by a holy person such as a priest. Whatever the YouTuber decides to do, hopefully she does so quickly, before things get much more sinister. In recent months, the US military has released more and more videos of unidentifiable flying objects, giving credence to the possibility that there are spacecrafts that may be coming from other places besides planet Earth. As such, people are starting to speculate that UFO videos, as shared from around the world, are actually genuine and offer a glimpse into potential alien life. One such recent case can be seen in a video shared by KH Popeye Watermelon via the British news outlet
Again, random ass, weird ass thingy.
The Sun. It was filmed on Jangkar Beach in East Java in Indonesia in May of 2021.
Okay.
In the video, we can see a long black object slowly drop from the sky. Take a look. The unknown object leaves a trail of smoke behind it.
It's just a rocket. It's a rocket that's crashed. That's what that is.
It seems to sink down into the sea before the brief clip concludes. The video became so widely shared that the Indonesian government space agency caught wind of it, letting out a statement that they're examining the situation. They've speculated so far that it could be a large balloon or balloon-like object that happened to fall from the sky. Other experts in the field suggested that the aircraft could be the work of Russia or China, perhaps testing craft of their own. A lot of viewers have been quick to jump on the alien theory, suggesting that extraterrestrials have decided to explore the Earth's oceans. With more and more individuals acknowledging the possibility of UFOs, this could be a case of another genuine UFO sighting, though just what this particular UFO's intentions are remain unknown. Many pet owners believe that once their pet passes away, their spirit lives on in the real world. They may see their pet's ghost, hear them, or feel their pets touch them at random times. These events usually comfort the owner, with most thinking that their pet is checking in on them from beyond the grave. One Reddit user, Felix ELH, swears that this kind of event occurred as caught on tape outside his home. While a beautiful thought, the video also remains slightly creepy in its own way, reminiscent of Stephen King's Pet Sematary. In the video, submitted to our subreddit, we see the pet owner's current dog, Shiloh, standing outside the home. Watch what happens. Shiloh jumps around excitedly just as a white, mist-like shape drifts by.
I think that has nothing to do with the dog. I think he jumped excited because he saw the person coming who was probably going to take him somewhere.
The Reddit user gave a little more clarification in the comments section. They explained that their dog Caden had passed away a year prior. The way that Shiloh's acting in the video, particularly the way he jumps about, is how he used to act around Caden. This has the Reddit user convinced that the mist caught on tape has to be their old dog dropping by for a visiting Shiloh in particular.
I mean, it could be, but I think him jumping around has just something to do with the fact he saw his owner.
The ghost.
I mean, it is 12:56 a.m. at this point on a Saturday. He might also just want to be let into the goddamn house.
Ghostly shape is hard to pinpoint as a dog, but the pet owner is very certain. Moreover, a family member who went to check what was happening outside felt a very cold breeze as he went near the area. The kind of feeling that is often reported by people who claim they've encountered ghostly presences. Other Reddit users were in agreement that this was indeed the ghost of Caden, as they've had similar experiences with their own dogs that have passed away. It's hard to deny Shiloh's excited reaction, and the subsequent mist definitely adds credence to the story. So what do you think? Did the ghost of an old pup come to visit? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Most of us assume that we can trust what we see in the mirror to be an accurate reflection of what's really there. According to TikToker Shmay57, one mirror in her house isn't all that trustworthy.
I know this one. This one's really weird.
The TikToker states that sometimes she and her friends see things in the mirror that seem very out of place. They claim it's a vintage mirror that they've upcycled. In this video, she alternates between recording the mirror and recording the room. Keep an eye on the white couch as she pans back and forth.
Okay, so that's the background.
When she records the mirror, there seems to be a featureless person sitting there. It almost looks like a store mannequin. However, when she turns around, the couch is empty.
Once again, my apartment.
She records the mirror again and the entity is back. She turns the camera quickly enough that it would be impossible for someone to move in and out of the room in that brief amount of time. So what's going on here? In some cultures, people believe that mirrors aren't always as they appear. They believe that mirrors are portals to other worlds, predictors of the future, or windows to the afterlife. Each of these possibilities is terrifying for this TikToker. Is she seeing some strange being living in an alternative reality version of her home? Will something bizarre happen in her near future? Or is she seeing the reflection of a long-deceased resident who's still lingering in their former home? Whatever the cause of this strange phenomenon, it's clear there's something very strange going on in this unassuming home.
Yeah, and no matter what answer that would be, that'd be terrifying.
The mirror seems to be privy to secrets that the rest of us are unable to see. What do you think this strange reflection is trying to tell the homeowner? Let me know your theories down below. In this video from RG and Asociados law firm, a young woman's night at the club quickly turns sour when something strange happens. This footage was shot outside of the Majao nightclub in Chiclayo, Peru. There are several people standing around the courtyard. The woman in question is pacing around the space, apparently having a conversation on her cell phone. Watch what happens next.
Ha sido completamente raro, extraño. No sé, no hay explicación esto.
Watching that again, it's as though the young woman spots something just off camera.
Ha sido completamente raro, extraño.
That has to be the most genuine reaction without hearing audio. That has to be the look of genuine reaction and fear. Because that's what you do when you see something you're not supposed. You either don't want to see or you can't explain. You just drop to the ground, just crawl away as fast as you can. I'm more curious what she actually saw.
She falls to the ground and scrambles backwards. Several witnesses run to the young woman's aid. However, none of them seem to be able to spot anything unusual that would have caused such a reaction. The video plays out and we see numerous people coming to the aid of the woman. So what could have caused this woman to fall and to react with such fear after she hit the ground? Nothing in the video gives any indication as to the cause of her strange reaction. Given that this footage was taken outside a nightclub, some viewers have suggested perhaps the woman was under the influence of drugs and began hallucinating. However, her demeanour just prior to getting scared looks completely normal.
I was about to say no, that's not the vibe I would have gotten from that. She seems completely normal and completely fine. She doesn't seem that in shock or in like hallucinogenic time, like before people hallucinate. I couldn't see that being the case. I don't know what it is that could have caused her to react like that, but no, I don't think she's on any drugs.
Ha sido completamente raro, extraño.
Without a second camera angle, there's no way of knowing for certain just what this woman saw.
What did she say to them, though? You tell me she didn't say anything to them?
Ha sido completamente raro, extraño. No sé, no hay explicación esto.
This next piece of terrifying footage comes from TikToker Paulina Lara62, who is actually Mario Lara's niece from the previous segment. The footage shows Paulina alone in the back room of the shop where the investigation of the previous segment took place. Take a look at what happened. As you can see, Paulina appears to be dragged across the room by some unseen force.
I'm confused what she do. She's like looking at that box for a good length of time. She has to be looking for something very specific, or that she's just wasting time. I don't know, that was just weird.
One of her legs is sticking up in the air as she slides. To make matters even stranger, take a look at the wall near the doorway where the worker is dragged. This is the Moana Pinata that Mario believes is haunted. The doll's arms and legs are stretched out as if hung from a cross. The doll never moves from its spot on the wall, but that hasn't stopped viewers from speculating that the creepy doll might be to blame for the strange events in the footage. Paulina later posted a photo on her Facebook page that shows just how scary this incident was for her.
Ouch, what the hell? Damn.
Hours after her shift ended, her ankle is ringed with a dark black bruise. This is an ongoing saga that will definitely keep an eye.
However, if that happened to me, you ain't getting me to finish my shift. My shift ends at that moment. I'm gonna leave. I might even quit my job. If you ain't gonna let me leave, I'm leaving this store.
On, and we'll be sure to post updates as they come to hand. In the meantime, check out Mario Lara's channel for all his previous evidence caught on camera. As always, there's links in the description box below.
Name our junior kickoff, score epic goals, and win epic hands.
In November 2021, an Oregon local was driving down a rural road at nighttime with their grandkids when they spotted something eerie on the side of the road. They uploaded the strange footage to their TikTok account, Carolyn 1984, for all to see.
What'd you see? What? What's behind that?
Nana, what is that?
As you can see, a shadowy figure is lurking behind a tree on the side of the road.
That is weird. I don't know what it is, but that is really weird.
Nana, what is that?
The uploader has no idea what it is, and with good reason didn't want to approach it to find out. When the footage went live, it quickly went viral, racking up millions of views, with thousands of comments speculating on the strange sighting.
What is that?
Some said it was a Sasquatch, a skinwalker, a shadow person, or even just a creepy person lurking in a hoodie. Given that the uploader was with their grandkids, none of these suggestions bode well.
No, it does not.
One of the most suggested theories is a hide-behind. Hide-behinds are mysterious beings rooted in North American folklore. Accounts from early settlers tell of loggers going missing while out in the woods. Woodcutters were failing to return to camp en masse, and villagers blamed the hide-behinds. Legends say they're nocturnal creatures with the ability to conceal themselves behind almost any object. They're said to hunt humans for food, with their diet mainly consisting of innards. The Oregon sighting certainly does match the description of a hide-behind in many ways.
It's the first time in any video I've done where I've heard of a hide-behind.
So could this be one of the first real pieces of evidence that these legendary cryptids really do exist?
Nana, what is that?
In November 2020, TikTok user Klump began reporting some strange findings inside of his apartment. In this first brief clip, Klump announces that he's found something disturbing in his sister's bedroom. Take a look.
No, as a cat.
After opening a USB charging port, he seems to have discovered a hidden camera.
Bro, I would never be using no damn hotel or motel's USB charging port. You allow me to bring my charge thing, I will throw that out that damn into the garbage. You are not recording that. No, you are not giving me something for me to no.
After the initial video was released, speculation ran rife in the comments section. Some commenters wondered whether the product was shipped with a camera inside of it, or whether someone had snuck into the room to install it. Others questioned why the brother knew it was there in the first place.
That is a good question. Actually, that's a good question. Why was he using a charger? Like he was in the place using the charger and then he kind of noticed it? I actually have questions for this brother now.
A week later, a second video was released, showing that it wasn't just the sister's room that was being spied on. Inside a vent in the living room, Klump discovers yet another camera.
What is that, Mom?
What?
Ma, you see this?
This time we can see a long cable with a lens at the end that's been placed
Another camera. Oh, this is some weird ass spooky shit we got going on here.
in the air vents of the home.
Holy sh!
What the hell is that? What is happening?
This clip exploded all over TikTok, getting over 38 million views.
Not sure.
It triggered people all over the world to search their homes for surveillance equipment. Again, theories ran rife, with people speculating on whether it was the government spying on this family, or whether a tech-savvy peeping Tom had infiltrated their home. A third, more alarming clip was soon posted to the account. After the first two videos got so much attention, people demanded a follow-up. In this clip, we see Klump investigating the air vent more thoroughly, when suddenly something unsettling happens. Take a look.
Oh! The person is nearby and pulled it. Oh no. I'm digging through any nook and cranny of this house and somebody. If I find a person, I don't care who you are, I will kill you. You're dead now.
As you can see, the camera gets whipped back into the vent. It's as though whoever owns the camera has realised they've been busted. The TikToker himself speculated whether it was his neighbour who had placed the camera in the vent. Some weeks later, a fourth video was posted. This time Klump heard a noise in the vent and acted quickly. He realised it was another camera being fed into the cavity. Take a look at what happened. As you can see, Klump grabs the camera and pulls it into his living room, when suddenly it gets cut from the other end and goes limp.
Oh yeah, it's a neighbor. Yep, neighbor. Yep, confront that neighbor. Go confront that neighbor. That neighbor is recording you. Go confront him, and if you choose to, kill.
It's at this point the TikToker wonders whether someone's getting access to the roof of his home. At the time of uploading this video, Klump hasn't posted since early January. The lack of an update has sparked fear among the comments section of the final clip. Viewers are waiting on edge, wondering whether something bad has happened since the last upload.
Yeah, that's worrying. You ain't recorded. You ain't posted no update since January of 2021. It's almost 2022. Oh yeah, I can see why people are concerned. They think your ass probably just got gotten. Oh no.
Hundreds of comments are demanding the police get involved. We'll keep an eye on this one, but until Klump posts an update, this bizarre and unsettling set of events will remain a mystery. This next clip was captured by a security camera in an unknown location. Seems to have caught something very odd taking place. Take a look.
Okay. Ooh!
As though materializing out of thin air, the woman in question suddenly
That startled me.
makes her appearance in the middle of the road. She appears to be walking down a street in a residential area. A close-up shot of the woman's face shows that she appears to be oddly disfigured. Both the woman's face and the way she walks are enough to make you think there's something decidedly off about the woman.
Yeah.
What's more, the woman's appearance looks to be slightly transparent. Continuing
That could just be done by camera angle though. Like the camera, because camera quality is not exactly great.
her odd behaviour, the woman shuffles over to what appears to be a trash bin. After briefly examining the bin, the woman continues shuffling along in an odd, ambling way. Then, without warning, she disappears once more, and the clip suddenly ends. Some viewers have suggested that the woman's sudden appearance could be a camera malfunction. However, the fact that she disappears at the end too does seem a little odd. There are just too many bizarre details in this clip to be a coincidence, but what exactly we're looking at remains unknown.
there is the possibility that this is just a regular woman who is on some shit, on some drugs, and she is walking, and that's why she's walking weirdly, and camera quality made the face weird. And then this person who's doing the video thought he'd kind of have a little fun with it and make her disappear in two different parts, appear and then disappear at the end.
So until more details emerge about this footage, all we can do is speculate. What fate could be worse than being doomed to ride the bus for eternity, never to arrive at your destination? The bus driver in the following video, uploaded to Facebook by Blustery Zona del Terra, is parked at the depot. He's either done for the day or about to begin his shift, so why is there a passenger patiently waiting to get off the bus? At least there appears to be someone on the screen displaying the vehicle's CCTV. Take a look at what happens. When the bus driver turns around to check, the bus looks completely empty.
I don't see the person though. I think it's because I'm done.
He calls out, but there certainly doesn't appear to be anyone there. So who or what is that figure on the security footage? One viewer suggests that the video might be a hoax pulled off by playing earlier footage from the CCTV rather than a live recording. If you look closely, the rear door of the bus appears to be closed on the security vision, but open when the camera pans to show the empty seats. Even if the ghostly figure is the result of an elaborate trick, just the thought of riding the bus forever is an...
Yeah, I have a feeling this is fake now that someone pointed that out to me and I look at it. Yeah.
enough to give anyone the willies. Very old cemeteries, such as the one featured in this YouTube footage from SEK Paranormal, are often settings for creepy stories. For this reason, both professional and amateur ghost hunters often visit these locations to search the shadows for ghostly activity. SEK Paranormal got in touch with us via email, claiming they had an eerie encounter in the oldest graveyard in Malmö, Sweden in June of 2021. This YouTuber regularly visits allegedly haunted locations in hopes of recording creepy footage. On this night, he visits the cemetery by the light of a full moon.
Here is beautiful and...
Never go to visit a graveyard by yourself. You gotta bring people along with you. Your ass don't get dragged out of them under.
Oh, a bird. And very scary at the same time.
A few minutes after he enters the cemetery, now used partially as a park, it seems as if at least one spirit doesn't want him to be wandering around the grounds. Inexplicably, the YouTuber's camera shuts off moments after he hears a strange noise.
That could just be him.
Hade du kunnat tända eller släcka denna lampan för mig, tack? Det hade varit... I don't know if I heard something. It sounded like something moved. Tack så mycket oavsett.
Once he gets the camera working again, he attempts to communicate with the spirit by knocking on a nearby wooden door. Much to his surprise, something knocks back.
I just go in, as always.
It's subtle, but there's a strange sound following the YouTuber's knock.
Oh, hear that one. You just think...
Did you guys hear that? Something knocked back.
A few minutes after he walks away from the building, more strange things happen. Watch what happens when he walks by a nearby street lamp.
Oh, no. I'm running for my life. That's it. That's the end of me. Because I'm not going to die in no graveyard. I'm not dying in the graveyard. I will die somewhere be brought to graveyard. I ain't dying in the graveyard. So I'm going to run for my life. Have a nice night.
I caught that. You see it? Tack så jättemycket. Tack så jättemycket. Do you see it, guys? Always this lamp before the last time.
Oh, no. No.
Tack så
I'm out. I don't get... Stop thanking it. Just get it away from me.
jättemycket. Om det är en ande som gör detta, hade du kunnat släcka den på 3? Det hade varit så jäkla snällt. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, no. Counts to 3. When it gets to 3, the light turns off immediately. I'm good.
Tack så jättemycket. Hade du kunnat tända lampan igen?
He seems really focused on this light, though, which is weird to me.
You see this, guys? Tack så jättemycket. Okay, I will.
The YouTuber believes this is an attempt at communication from a spirit. As it seems, there's a strange presence nearby. Later in the video, while walking through the cemetery, something even more chilling is caught on camera. See if you can spot it.
You know, I got that knock before. I want to see if I can get that knocking one more time, because that would be awesome.
A shadowy figure peeks out from the corner of one of the buildings.
Because that would be awesome.
At first, it's so dark that it's difficult to see anything at all. However, if you slow it down and brighten the image, there's something there, watching.
Because that would be awesome.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I guess there could be something there, yeah.
Being the oldest cemetery in Malmo, locals have often reported eerie and strange happenings at the site. Disembodied whispers are not uncommon, and some visitors report feelings of unusual dread and anxiety while walking through the property. Perhaps there are those buried in this old graveyard that can't find peace. And, according to SEK Paranormal's encounter, they're trying to make contact.
Jag kommer med full respekt och jag vill bara kommunicera med er och jag hoppas att det är okej. Om det är okej att jag är här, kan du släcka lampan då? Oh my god.
Our last video was posted to TikTok.
Oh. No, don't end with... I know this one. This one makes you, like, almost want to cry. Oh, man. Oh, my God. I have never had a ghost video when I watched this that makes me, like, cry. Almost. In this video. Oh, my God. Why'd you have to end it with this one?
by a user named Miss Haley Michelle. It shows a little girl visiting the grave of her deceased mother. It's a sad moment, but watch what happens.
What are you waving at, Ella?
Bye. Bye.
I'm sorry, I heard noises in my hallway. And it's really early in the morning right now, so I'm trying to hope I didn't wake anyone.
But watch what happens.
What are you waving at, Ella?
Bye. Bye.
The girl seems to interact with someone we can't see. She waves and reaches out. And at one point, she even kisses the air. Most commenters were certain that the little girl is interacting with her late mother. Many paranormal experts believe that young children are more perceptible to the spirit realm than adults, and judging by this clip, it would appear so. Out of respect for the original uploader, we won't speculate too much further on this clip. I'll invite you to take another look and make up your own mind. Well, that's a wrap for the scariest videos of 2021.
So that concludes it for this reaction video, guys. That last video always gets me. I'm not going to comment much on it because I kind of groove slapped him, kind of just let the person have their privacy and just let them go with it. I kind of want it to be true just because, you know, I'm kind of more heartwarming that way. That this girl gets to say goodbye to her mom who had her last, who died. But, that concludes it for this reaction video. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you for the next one.